Hey everyone, it's Siobhan here. My hair I did today was inspired by a film called Centurion. I just recently watched it on Netflix, and I felt kind of inspired by the warrior picked women. It's an original design. It is inspired by the film, but there are some other influences to it, especially like the History Channel Vikings show and Game of Thrones. And right now I'm really interested in styles that kind of accentuate the neck, because I think that there's nothing more feminine than the back of a woman's neck. And I hope you guys will like the video. I've got a center part, and I'm going to start by making a headband section and clipping the back out of the way. So with this hair here at the front, I'm going to create a sort of panel of hair in the center, and I'm going to clip these side pieces back. Now before I go any further in the hairstyle, I'm going to create some texture in this center section with my micro crimper. You don't have to do this, or you can think of something else. You can tease your hair, you can curl it, I don't know, any other way that you can think of to create some sort of texture, just so that this piece here kind of stands out a little bit more. So I'm just going to take a minute and go through this section by section and just crimp. Now that I'm finished with the texturizing, I'm just going to make a French braid with this section. I'm going to start on the left side of my head, and what this center section has done for me is it's sort of created a guide. I'm going to begin here, and I'm going to do a French braid where I'm adding hair into both sides of the braid. And as I get to the end of that section there, I'm then going to switch into a lace braid where I'll be adding hair from the nape of my neck all the way up. And I'm also going to be re-angling my hands so that the braid will veer sort of on top of the braid and in the opposite direction. So hopefully that'll make a little bit more sense when I start. I'm also taking smaller sections here and more like longer sweeping sections on the underside, because I'm trying to keep the braid relatively high up on my head and sort of closer to the center braid. Hopefully that'll make sense. So you see I've added in a piece there, and down here I'm just gonna sort of take a longer, more sweeping section and add it into that bottom strand. So I've just added my last bit of hair here from along this part, and you can see that it kind of stops there. The section is gone. So that's the last time I'm going to be adding hair to this top strand. And from now on it's going to be a lace braid with hair being added from the underside of my hairline into this bottom strand.
When you feel like you've gone as far down your neck as you'd like to go, stop adding hair in and just braid to the end. If you've kept your hands relatively high up on your head as you've worked, you'll probably notice that this section has ended up resting towards the opposite side of your head. And it's the same steps on the other side. French braid your hair until you reach the end of the center section. Remember, it's the marker that reminds you when to switch to a lace braid. When you get to that point, pull longer sweeping sections into the lowermost strand of your braid while guiding it towards the opposite side of your head. The braids naturally crisscross in the back, but here I'm securing with a few pins. If my hair was longer, I might have been able to drape them across my forehead a bit. As it is, I pin them around the center braid higher up on my hairline. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this costumey idea, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!